Hey folks, Sheldon from the Outlaw Speed Shop. Finished up this 1953 Studebaker dirt track car. And let me see if I can get some details. I believe the body came from Big Donkey Resins, if I remember correctly. And everything else, as far as the chassis, is made by me. The wheels and tires are all cast. The engine is cast. Carburetors, seat. So, lots of parts. And this one was a lot of fun. I started off with a bare 1957 Chevy frame. It has the stock, some of the stock suspension, has the stock lower control arms and everything, but it has tubular upper control arms, and I remodeled the spindles. I used a track bar, NASCAR track bar rear suspension with coil springs, and 9-inch Ford rear end. We ran out of room up on the front, so as you can see, we got the alternator mounted down there next to the running off the drive shaft, basically off the back of the transmission. Needs a belt on there, which I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about that. But you can see it's got the 4-speed, it's got the scatter shield bell housing on there. And you can see we got the exhaust pipes coming out the side off the Big 6. The Big 6 is it's actually kind of a fiction engine. It's one I made myself. I've used several times. It's like a Chevy 292 block, and then I made a head so I could use a Hemi valve cover. And the Hemi valve cover came from when I made a Hemi V12. So I just used that stuff that I made out of the V12 and made a 6-cylinder. Let's see what else. I guess that's really, there's not I could go ahead and, okay, I'm going to be out of the frame here. Let me go ahead and pull this body off. Comes off fairly easy. Well, I say that. Now here's a little tip which I've talked to before. I've got this little piece back here, and I got a hole in the back of the body. So once you're trying to fit everything, that piece goes into there, and which always keeps that body in place. So let's see, are we all good here? Looks like it. So you can see the exhaust pipes. Those are made out of sprue from it's the Mobius sprue. I like that stuff because it's got some really nice bends on it, and so that's what I usually use to make pipes out of. The headers were actually some original, started off as the headers out of the Revell gasser, is where they originated from, and then they've been modified. And anyway, I made a set for the 6-cylinder, and I got to do still got to do a little touch up on there, but that's pretty much it. I used part of a NASCAR roll cage, and just started adding some pieces. I pretty much used the side pieces that were cut down and part of the back part of the back piece, and then added all the other parts on myself. So nothing really, like I say, nothing really fancy. Got the seat in there with the, got a little dash panel with some gauges, got some pedals down there. So pretty much basically your, you know, your normal thing. I've got the bumper here actually is on the back bumper goes through the body, so it would be actually all the way through mounted to the frame in real life. And then I got a little bumper on the front and got the little side bumpers. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, it was a lot of fun, and I did use the 57 Chevy floor pan too. Cut it all up, and I like using those 57 Chevy frames for the fact that that's what they used to use back in the day. I mean, they used those things for a long time. Those, you know, they probably started using them in the, I don't know, early to mid 60s, and they used those for a long time until they started coming out, when they started going to the you know, the front clips from the Camaros and the Novas and the Chevelles and whatever. But this was the frame of choice and everything for a long time. So that's what we got. And like I say, it needs a couple more little details here and there, but it's pretty well ready to go. I think my buddy Gary is gonna purchase this. He sent me a message, and so he has the other Studebaker that I did, which was pretty much this was pretty much a copy of that one. It's a little bit different here and there, but you know, so it'll go to a good home and have lots of other friends up there that have come from the Outlaw Speed Shop. So that's what we got, and hope you enjoy the pictures that you've already seen. I tried to take quite a few of what was going on while this thing was under construction. So hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments below, and we'll catch y'all later.